All right, now to the media's tariff reaction. Who do you trust to handle the economy more? President Trump or Joy Behar? Well, here's what The View co-hosts think about Trump's new tariffs.
He knows nothing about the economy. He just decides, as a narcissistic disorder would, I know better than anybody. Forget about the economists who know better. Forget about people who know history. I alone can fix it.
Have a great day, everyone. Take a little time to enjoy The View. And remember, the resistance is real. You're not alone.
Fox News contributor Joe Concha joins me now. Joe, good morning to you. So two comments there, one from Whoopi Goldberg, one from Joy Behar. What is your response to both of them?
Well, both are multi-millionaires who get these lovely car services that take them to and from The View, and then they go off to the Hamptons or to a really, really expensive apartment or complex that we can never afford. So, look, this is the brand of The View now at this point. It's to be the tip of the spear of Les Resistance. And it's a shame that they can't just allow just once a true conservative on there to actually debate, because that may make the show worth watching. I mean, it's this predictable echo chamber, and a boring one at that. I mean, Barbara Walters, when she thought and conjured up The View about 30 years ago, this is not what she thought she'd get. She's getting an angry, well, I guess MSNBC is also angry, but you can't tell the difference between MSNBC and The View at this point. And again, the fact that Joy Behar portrays herself as, an economic guru, and Whoopi Goldberg saying, yes, lead the resistance. I'm sorry, this is just not the fun show that it used to be anymore.
And also, let's listen to what Whoopi said there, her words. The resistance is real. You aren't alone. Rhetorical question. I'm not asking this to you, Joe, but what is she asking the people that watch The View to ultimately do? I get so concerned by these veiled
And also,
points.
Which party is the real resistance when Democrats control the media, Hollywood, and higher education?
Great point, Carly. Excellent point. I have nothing to add to that. That's exactly right.
Left Joe speechless. And Joe, look, we have to acknowledge.
I am without speech.
Yeah, that segment we just had with Jack was extremely heavy, and we're going to lighten it up here significantly with a story that, as Carly knows, I texted her immediately upon hearing this story, because this story is very concerning to the Pyro children. Disney now reportedly putting a pause on another live-action princess movie remake after Snow White bombed at the box office. We, of course, are talking about Tangled, which is the story of Rapunzel, which, if you've been in my house, which you have not, you know the items in my house are 98% Rapunzel. We don't even have furniture. So, Joe, with that, your thoughts on this reactionary move by Disney, basically saying, we did such a bad job making Snow White woke that we're just going to eliminate live action for the time being because we can't do anything, apparently, unless it is woke.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, Tangled, that was when my daughter was 4. In other words, she's in 5th grade now. She entered 5th grade as Hannah Montana and now is exiting as Miley Cyrus. Like, some sort of transformation has happened, but there was a time she was in princess mode, Todd. Please enjoy this moment. Trust me, Carly, when you have daughters, it's the best time ever when they're 4 or 5 years old. And Tangled is the #1 movie every day in your home. Disney, look, they had the most catastrophic bomb we have seen in modern movie history with Snow White. I mean, Disney and other production companies need to put in their contracts and enforce it that when you have a film that costs $250 million to make, like Snow White, you cannot have its star in Rachel Ziegler on social media talking about how horrible Donald Trump is, going off on Israel, especially with the fact that her co-star, Gal Gadot, served in the Israeli military. That may create a little tension on the set. So when you have a star that alienates well more than half the country, you got to put a stop to this. The fact that they're not going to do this now because they realize that they can't control maybe their stars, or they can't put out just a product that celebrates the original product. Well, Disney making the right move here, but you got to wonder, what are they going to do in terms of content? Because all they seem to do is do sequels or prequels or remakes. And when they don't have that, I don't know what Disney has at this point outside of the theme park.
Yeah, no, it's a great point. And man, this news of putting Tangled on pause, if you're part of the Snow White cast, that's got to sting, because now you're thinking, oh my gosh, I caused that.
I ruined Disney.
Yeah, but just by being political.
Yeah.
Joe, thank you so much for joining us.
I never thought this would happen. All right, thank you guys. Take care.
Have a great one, Joe.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.